All right, y'all. Coming up on this episode of Professional Amateurs, we're gonna be talking about the NBA draft. Y'all know we got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about all the draft picks from a perspective 1 through 30, wherever it's going to. Y'all know how we rock Professional Amateurs.
Hey, do it big, way bigger than before. Play the game fast, break, give and go. Hey, amateur, but I play it like a pro. Amateur, but play it like a pro. Do it big, bro, B50 919. Welcome back to the show. Amateur, but I play it like a pro. Amateur, but play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro.
All right, y'all. I had to figure out the 30 because I know all 30 teams don't pick or didn't pick this draft, but I know
right. But the 30 pick in the first round, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, but anyway, welcome back to Professional Amateurs. Y'all know how we get down. I'm your host Jamal, and I got my guy Courtney in the building. Courtney, before we start, salute the people, man.
All right, man, what's good, man? Just a dude with an opinion, man.
24 months. What that mean?
That's how long niggas got to establish themselves before they fuck around and be out the league, man. You got 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah. We're
the league so young now that you got to establish yourself early or you the fuck out of here, bro.
Very true. All right. Also, I got my man Boz in the building. Boz, salute the people before we jump into the show.
Y'all know me, man. Just a nigga here to piss y'all off with the truth.
All right. One time before we get into everything, y'all go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button. If you are viewing us on YouTube, if you want to view us on YouTube and you listen to us on the pod feed, Professional Amateurs 919, you can click there and find us and smash that like and subscribe button. All right, now let's get into this draft talk. First of all, we all got teams, or I guess some sort of root niches. Everybody happy with what your team did or didn't do on draft day? Courtney,
what did you do that?
That's why I said, are you happy with
took another black ass player? That's it. Shit, that's it.
Who did y'all get? I didn't even like. I got
another guy from France, man. We should have kept the guy we could cook originally, but I thought Kobe Sanders was a better pick, but more talent. But we signed the kid. I don't know if y'all remember that kid, Dink Pate. Dink Pate, how you say his name? The dude that was the number one point guard in the country before he went to the fucking overtime league shit, G League shit. At night, he was the number one point guard 2 years ago at 16 years old, and he skipped high school. He did the high school bullshit and went to the G League at night.
Okay,
the 6'8" point guard dude.
I got you.
We got him in the unsigned shit. I expect him to make the roster. Okay. I expect him to make. He's a hell of a talent, but I don't have nothing to make of it. But he's a hell of a talent though.
What you I know you're a Bron fan and you support what he doing, and according to the reports, it ain't no guarantee he gonna continue to be on the Lakers. He gonna finish his career out with the Lakers. But what are you for right now? Are you happy with what they did to surround him with?
I mean, it ain't what they did to surround him. This is what they doing to get ready for Luka.
Yeah.
So we know in Dallas he had to have 3-and-D wings that was athletic, that could play defense and make the three. And that's what the Arrow does. So until they address the center situation, I mean, it's still status quo. And I mean, I don't feel like they needed to do too much. Honestly, it's just, bro, LeBron was gassed. Same old. Shooters can't make shots. Miss defensive rotations. But, I mean, we talk about a team that won 50-something games. Third seed, and then went on a good run down the stretch of last season. So,
Thero athletic as hell, bro.
Yeah, man, and his jumper, you know what I'm saying, from workouts, but I mean, you can't put too much into it. The actual mechanics of his jumper don't look bad.
Nobody makes shots on that Arkansas team last year. They was cursed shooting the basketball. It was really weird.
And it was it wasn't him he wasn't gonna be a guy to get, you know what I'm saying, a lot of volume threes up. So it ain't nothing that he could really showcase for real. But I mean, they still got work to do, but like I said, that's a Luka move. They don't got nothing to do with Bron.
Yeah, I honestly, okay, so before leading up to the draft, Walter Clayton, all I heard. I'm hearing him in interviews just like blatantly say he want to play in Miami. And I'm thinking we're going to get Walter Clayton. I didn't really want Walter Clayton, but I wouldn't have been upset because I know we need playmaking and we need more help in the backcourt. playmaking, the main thing we need a playmaking guard, and he's not really a playmaker, but who the hell gonna turn down that type of shot making? Like, you know what I mean? Because I like what Walter Clayton bring, but Walter Clayton go 2 picks before us, and then the guy that I really wanted, which is Nolan Traore. Fuck, I really wanted that kid, bro. I really wanted that kid.
That's French kid, right?
Yes, bro. I watched him. I really locked on him when the Nike Summit, the Hoop Summit 2 years ago. When I told y'all, like, listen, word to the wise, if y'all people who like high school sports or like, you know what I'm saying, anything below college, amateur athletics or whatever, because these are the ones not really getting paid. The college kids is getting paid. Any tournament or all-star game that you want to watch to get a real barometer, like a mark of where these players really are, good ass view, is the Nike Hoop Summit. That's the only game that these players is playing for real. You get real competition. Like, they're not out there like just going up, throwing lobs. It's a real game, bro. And if you can stand out in the Nike Hoop, that's a lot. He stood out last year, which is why I love Dame Sarker. He's the one who stood out to me this year, even before Duke started recruiting. But Traore stood out. Traore jumped off the fucking page in the Nike Hoop Summit to me last year. Like, and ever since then, I knew he was going to be coming to the league, so I kind of had my eye on him. And he went to pick before us. But the guy we ended up getting is a legitimate playmaker, and he give us positional size. So, I mean, we addressed the need, you know.
Who'd y'all take again?
Kasparis Yakachonis from Illinois.
Illinois
from Illinois. Yeah, I like dude.
He can hoop.
My question is, just even regards to the dude you wanted, like, why would you want him when you see what's going on with Jovic and him not being able to get on the floor?
I think what was going on, I'm interested to see what's the rotations this year, because I think Jovic wasn't getting on the floor because he was smack dab in the middle of the Jimmy era, and that shit is over. This is the youth movement now. Now he got to play these young guys. He don't have a fucking choice. Back when we had Jimmy, you couldn't really play the young guys. You stacked the young guys to like build for the future, but you couldn't really play them right now because we had a legitimate championship window. And you can't play them young motherfuckers when you got a championship window. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't. So I expect for a lot of the younger guys to play now. If I get 20 minutes of Alex Burks, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind this year, bro. Like, I don't want to see I don't want to see him. I don't want to see 15 minutes of Kyle Anderson. I don't want to see none of that shit. Just let these young boys rock. Let's see what the hell we got, and then go from there. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Courtney, you brought up an interesting point, and we was kind of having an off-camera discussion about the draft. And $1 million question came up in it, which is, who's taking a spot? Like, because 60 guys getting drafted. We all know that all 60 not getting on the floor between the first and the second round. Somebody's good enough to like crack the row, but we need to know, like, this is the beauty of this time of year, trying to figure out who is going to crack rotations on their rosters. And that's what we're doing today in discussing the draft. We're going to go through the first round, and we're just going to look at the names. I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring the grouping up. The main thing we're going to discuss is, just like I said, if I can get my damn screen right, is everybody's fit with their particular team in the first round. We're going to go through the first 7 picks, and then we'll go through the next, and we won't go 1 through 1. So we're just going to take the grouping as it is. Courtney, I'll let you start since you hadn't really so much after that.
We'll go through all 7?
No, yeah, we go. Anybody on this list, I can tell you right now, I think the guys that I think is not gonna get on the floor right away, but I'll let you start.
Okay. If you asking me based on right away, then we don't need this. We don't need the picture. No, just pick number 1. 2 through 30 need an entry.
No. Not like I'm talking about
2 through 30. Nobody starting except maybe
Con Knipple gonna start.
He's not starting either.
Con is definitely starting, bro.
Not starting.
And not only that, this is why I wanted to do this too. Out of this grouping right here that we got on the screen, Con Knipple is the one guy that I think is not only going to take a spot. Con Knipple is getting ready to get LaMelo Ball traded. This is what's about to happen. Do you see they picked up Colin Sexton today? So they already got another. What Con Knipple does with the basketball, and from a playmaking standpoint, is not different than what LaMelo Ball does without the flash. LaMelo brings the flash, but the substance about it, like to what you really need, Con do it. All of that. Can score the basketball, still got the size, and you don't get none of the extra bullshit that you get with LaMelo Ball. What's gonna happen is his ass is on the clock right now. Like time is ticking. He got a short ass leash, which is gonna end because he an asshole, and that's just how he a talented asshole, but he an asshole nonetheless. Con Knipple is one of the main guys. So we already different because you don't think he's gonna start. I think not only is he gonna start, he's gonna get LaMelo traded. And maybe not this season coming up, but then the next year or so. Charlotte.
LaMelo get traded. I didn't disagree on that part.
Yeah.
But the start.
No, I'm saying like they're gonna like the report says be like, we love what we got in him. He's our new franchise guy. We about to move on past LaMelo Ball. Like,
so he passes Brandon Miller for you too.
Yes.
As the franchise guy.
Con getting ready to be the franchise guy, shot.
Man, I'm sorry if that's your franchise guy, bro. Your franchise some shit. I'm sorry.
Con do everything you want him to do.
Right out of my mouth, bro.
Why? Because he do everything you want your guards to do.
And this is my problem with Charlotte, bro. And this is why they're an unserious organization, bro. Like, Con Knipple is finna be your franchise guy.
Yes, bro.
This is gonna sound really the way he worded it ain't technically correct how they built the team. Charlotte get talent. They best player ain't a serious motherfucker.
He's just not.
He's the reason why they asked.
Exactly.
He's the reason why they asked because the talent is there.
Not like he's flat out like more talented than like LaMelo. You know what I mean? They just gonna see like he's just as talented without the bullshit. He more talented. Like, well, he's not more talented than Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller got arguably more talent than LaMelo, honestly. But as far as the bigger picture, being able to put it together, Con gonna be able to put that shit together better than Brandon Miller.
So you think this nigga could be a top 30 guy?
Yes, eventually. Right out the gate, Con gonna be arguably. Just to go ahead and get this out the way. I think Cooper's gonna. I
ain't got no white flag on me, but I toss mine in on this one.
I think Cooper flag is gonna be rookie of the year, but I think Con is gonna be in serious discussion of it, especially when you factor in role, impact on the team. Like that type of stuff, which I think his impact on the team might be a little bit more than what Cooper's is. But Cooper
knowing all of the guys right now that are the guys that are top 30, you talking about the 25 that are 25 and under, and the crop that just came in the last 2 years, and the niggas that's finna come in, and you just said Con is gonna be a top 30 guy at some point.
I said he could be. I can see it. It's not out of the question.
I'm not rolling.
It's not out of the question for me. It's not out of the question for me. Honestly, man, I'm really he done one guy in this draft, and I'm excited for everybody to like.
But that makes sense because you're a Duke guy.
I know, but like, and that's what we're going with that. Like me being a Duke guy, like I'm a Duke guy. Everybody knows that. But this is not like one of those like homer like field take. This is one of those. I watched this guy play 37 times, and I see shit that y'all ain't seen type shit in him. That I know for a fact that people ain't watched him play 30 plus times seen. I know y'all ain't, because a lot of the rhetoric and stuff around him is still centered around his like athleticism, and like the anytime I hear somebody say his inability to guard, let me know that you ain't watched him, because he's actually like, he's not elite. He's as elite as you can get without the athleticism as far as a defender. Con ain't missing shit, bro. I truly mean that. He's not missing a thing on the basketball court. And he ain't scared. You can't punk him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the LaMelo, Brandon Miller probably higher you know what I'm saying, a pecking order as far as like the talent pecking order on the roster. I will give you that. I'm not arguing that. But Con is not so much of a talent, a gap between like them with the talent that you can ignore the shit that comes with LaMelo and the bullshit that comes with Brandon Miller. And like, you know what I mean? Con just gonna take it more serious than them, bro. And they're gonna see that shit right away. They're gonna see that shit right away. And he gonna
see LaMelo, this is all your fault. That's why you got this man saying this bullshit. It's all your fault.
It is.
The fact that he even think the talent gap is close is crazy to me. But it's all your fault.
No.
This is what happens when you don't perform.
I just said that. LaMelo
this
and
bullshit right here
is more talented than him.
But
it's not.
No. I don't even think it's close.
No,
I don't even think
bro.
see, you think it's close. That's what I'm saying. This is all LaMelo fault. This is all your fault.
But even outside of that, bro, we wouldn't say that Brandon Miller would be a top 30 player in the league. And if you're telling me Brandon Miller is still more talented than that nigga, that's why that should be crazy. Like, that's why we be having so many headbutt moments. Because it's like you'll say something like that, Khan could be a top 30 guy, but we won't say Brandon Miller will be a top 30 guy.
But Brandon Miller already like 23 though.
Yeah, you know this about me.
It's a little days there.
I know I'm not one of them guys to just be like, because you the most talented guy, you the best guy. That's bullshit. I'm one of the few guys on planet Earth that understands that in basketball. You can have more talented guys on your roster, like, and not be a better player.
Don't believe they're gonna put it together and shit. So I get it.
Like, I don't give a fuck about your talent. Everybody's talented in this goddamn league, bro. All 400 players is talented. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's just big on his projection than we is. I'm not even finna argue with the man about it. Ain't no way in hell I'm arguing guy could up top 30. I'm not even finna entertain it, bro. No, it's not. He might be a top 15 two guard one day, maybe. That's all I can do.
Yeah, once they, I mean, it's understandable.
You know me, bro. It's just like, hey, we done seen too much, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, really seen too much ball, and we talk real ball. Like, fuck this match. Like, that's why that shit be blowing me, bro. Because it's like, hey, bro, we know too much to be saying some of the shit that be said, bro.
I'm like, talking down the line. I'm not talking year one. I'm talking by the time he reaches
second
year.
Year one.
He could very well be a top 30 guy in the league.
But by the time that nigga reaches second deal, we talking about Ant-Man that's only 27.
Listen to me. Tyrese Halliburton on as far as talent level is what? He would you argue he's top 100?
Yes.
From a talent?
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. From where would he be at? Where would he be at? Because ain't nobody about to argue that he's under a top 20 player. Especially after this year.
And this is when we did all of the shit that I be saying, bro. Like, I hate that nigga off the court, bro. Like, I hate the bullshit he does, like the front running shit. Bro, from a talent perspective, he's a top 35 player in the league, bro. He could be in the 30 from a talent perspective because the nigga's still 6'5". He can pass the ball. The handle ain't got to be elite. He can shoot that shit, bro.
Literally,
and that's why Knipple can't play the one and do this shit.
But the same thing that makes him dominate the game as far as like his measure.
You try to convince us. You try to convince us Knipple can be a lead guard. We just not
going, bro.
Yeah, we just don't agree with you there.
And I'm saying it from the standpoint of, at some point in the next 3 or 4 years, it's still 30 niggas now that's better than that nigga that's only getting better in these next 3 to 4 years. And
everybody's trajectory don't move like that, and you know it.
Yeah, but I'm
gonna give you an example. It's guys like Nickeil Alexander-Walker has probably like reached his limit. He's probably maxed out. But it would be crazy to say because he's what is his 3rd year, 4th year?
Yeah, but he ain't the type of guys we talking about. I'm saying, can he pass Josh Giddey?
Yes.
See, and I don't know. And I don't know.
I'm saying, and he ain't the only guy. I think a guy like Trey Johnson could too. You remember, I'm really high on him. I think Trey Johnson could be best shooting guard in the league.
That's crazy. Be better than Tyler Hero.
What are you talking about? In 10 years, 10 years down the line, who?
Be better than Tyler Hero. Both of them. Try to be better than Tyler Hero. And Tyler Hero is not even a top 30 player.
No,
be better than Tyler Hero.
Con, you talking about Con or Trey Johnson?
Both of them.
But for sure, potentially Con could be better. Con already got like a different skill set in him than what he brings. I think everybody just focus on and this irks me about when we talk about basketball. It ain't even just a scoring, which Con can score the basketball too. But Tyler not the playmaker Con is. Tyler can't defend like Con can. Tyler can't play out the post like Con can. Already.
Yeah, but you trying to projecting game to the league.
This is what we're doing.
No. What I'm saying is we don't agree on the projection. I know you project. That post game you talking about, it ain't coming to the NBA. Okay. That post game ain't coming.
Because
they take the niggas off the dribble shit and Duke ain't coming to the league.
It ain't like
he gotta come off the flash screen
in the NBA.
Fake and hope that motherfucker swing his way.
I don't think you realize that he's 6'7", like 230. It ain't like he getting smaller. It ain't like he gonna get weaker in the NBA. So why he ain't gonna be able to post nobody up in the league? Why? He ain't gonna
because it's a whole different level of shit. He's not gonna get it off the same. He's just not.
Okay. You feel
just not.
You feel, but you felt like this about Khan. Cause remember, I can vividly remember you was the main one when I was like, bro, I've seen this dude work out. He gonna be a lottery pick. You were the main one was like, no chance. That's all you kept saying, no chance. Now look,
no chance. Yeah,
top 5 pick. Now we hear he a fucking top 5 pick, and you still
y'all know my motto. Y'all know my motto. 30 motherfuckers got to go in the first round. Kudos to him.
Man, salute I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Salute
now, Courtney, you were saying no chance.
I said every year.
This time last year.
I said every year.
You were saying no chance. I don't want to hear that.
I did say no chance, but I also say this every year. 30 motherfuckers got to go in the first round, and then you got to take somebody's shit when you get there. I say this every year.
You knew that before you were saying there was no chance he could be a lottery pick. You knew.
No, I say this in general to every draft.
But you are in general type dude. That's what I'm telling you.
No, I'm talking about as far as the draft itself. Him specifically, now that we talking about him in his situation.
Hey, man, you funny.
He gonna be a rotation player. I give him that. But as far as this all-star and top 30 player in the league,
none of that. Nah. I never said that. I said he do.
Bro, if you said he could be top 30 in the league, that means he could be an all-star, man.
He should be an all-star.
I said
that means he could be an all-star.
With any of this, I said he has the potential to be for sure. This is what I know. This is what I think is gonna happen. I don't know about if he's gonna be top. He's gonna end up being the man on that squad. LaMelo gonna get traded because they see the shit he do, and they gonna see the difference in their leadership.
But to keep it a buck, that shit don't have nothing to do with Khan. That nigga was on his way out of Charlotte anyway.
Yeah, but you can't.
So
you
gotta have a guy people believe in to make the move. I give him that. I give you that.
Before you make that move, you gotta have somebody in place already before you make the move.
Right.
All right. You know what? Fuck. We don't want to deal with your shit no more.
Not when you the Charlotte Hornets, bro, and you an unserious franchise.
They more likely got to do it.
Everybody be killing me with this shit because Charlotte actually for the most all this unserious franchise shit. Charlotte actually had like an amazing fucking draft, bro.
That's fine.
Charlotte knocked that shit out.
That's fine, bro. You just said yourself they draft a whole bunch of talent, and what does that shit get them every fucking year? Right back in the fucking lottery. So that's why you're unserious franchise.
Because
that's what I'm. No, but see, I think it's more about LaMelo than the franchise.
Exactly. We said
I think it's more about LaMelo.
Bro,
that part I don't agree.
And that's part of it. It's not just like Khan. It's just like it's not like Khan is just this amazing talent that like and he's a really good player. But like I said, the shit that LaMelo doing is opening the door for him. They sick of him anyway.
But that's my whole point. They've been sick of him anyway.
Yeah, but you can be. They were sick of him last year, but they won't move. They won't to do this shit for Brandon Miller. They were sick of him last year too.
You don't know that.
No, bro.
You don't know that, bro.
Do this shit for Brandon Miller.
You don't know
Brandon
that,
Miller ain't got to work.
You don't know that, bro.
I know the reports I've been reading.
Bro.
Just like I know that what we all know the same shit. What we seen and reading. Don't none of us work in the fucking front office. All we know is what we read.
Right.
Yeah. So I get the projection. I ain't arguing the projection part you want. I ain't arguing.
Regardless of Khan, shit was already on the table. So to try to attribute or attach it to that nigga, bro, I'm just not rolling, bro.
Don't roll. Do it all you want to, but we're gonna revisit this, and I'm gonna let y'all know every step of the way, especially because that's my guy. But and like out of this group right here, out of the 1 through 7, I'm Fears is gonna have a hard time getting on the floor. I think what Fears might play, Dylan Harper's gonna have a hard time getting on the floor. I think Dylan Harper's gonna have a hard time getting on the floor. For sure.
Okay. When you say hard time, are you saying like as a starter?
Yeah. I mean like real like we letting you go minutes. Like we letting you like
with no Chris Paul, he should get about 20 minutes a night.
That nigga gonna play the same minutes Stephen Castle played last year.
Yeah, he should get about 20 minutes a night. He should get about 20 minutes a night.
That's what he was saying. But
he should get about 20 minutes a night.
So
he should get about 20 a night.
And I'm confident saying that they're gonna play 25.
25 is
now. I think me personally, if he plays them kind of minutes, that means for sale and Sohan ain't did what they supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
but that's a projection on do you think they will? And if you saying that they won't, then Harper should be playing 20 minutes a night.
And now will it be games where like he look good and he might get 25 minutes, you know what I mean, depending on how it's going. Like, yes, consistently 20 minutes. No, he's not getting that. He's not consistently getting 20 minutes, bro.
With no Paul, he should, man.
Sound right.
If we just talking about in a rotation in general,
Now, I will give him this. No, I will give him this. One thing that's gonna help him is Popovich is gone.
Stephen Castle played 27 minutes a game last year with Chris Paul on the team, bro. He's gonna play 25 minutes a game, dog.
Because he's gonna be the backup to Fox and Castle. So
Castle played 27 last year.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how many minutes did De'Aaron play?
De'Aaron gonna play around 32.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
he's gonna play around
30. I think him and Castle both gonna be around 30. Castle minutes about to go up this year.
No, to me, if Vassell is right, he's the guy that can play some 2 minutes that'll take away some minutes. Vassell to me is the key. Him and Sohan, as far as the minutes for Harper. Because I'm assuming they're gonna play Wemby some at the 4 and then play a bigger body at the 5 in order to play Vassell. Because Vassell the best shooter on the team.
Fox
so I'm assuming Vassell gonna get minutes. Huh?
Yeah. Fox got traded in February.
Yeah.
So he played 34 minutes in February. He played 33 minutes in March.
Right. I think it's around about 32 minutes a night. So around now, 33 minutes. Yeah. So that makes sense. So that leaves 16. That leaves 16. And then Castle plays 28 to 30. That leaves another 18. So that leaves Harper around.
He gonna play.
But that's if Vassell don't play the 2 minutes. Yeah. And then Chris Paul don't come back. So
the breakdown, it's not like out of the question. I just fuck.
Yeah.
I know that.
I'll get on the floor.
Castle is gonna get like
and Fear's gonna play damn near 30.
Nah.
But Fear
CJ gone, bro. And DeJounte still coming back from the Achilles.
But they still so they still got
Alvarado.
Murray.
They still got Grand Theft Alvarado.
It's Murray, the key to this whole thing. If DeJounte Murray is right, he's gonna play 35 minutes if he's right. Remember, he's coming off the ACL.
Yeah, I was about to say, what was it?
He had the ACL or he had Achilles.
I can't remember. I know it was one of them.
Yeah, Achilles.
It was Achilles. Oh, so he's gonna be done for pretty much the whole season or half of it.
No, he got hurt early the season last year, like
November.
Yeah.
Okay, so he should.
But it's another reason why I don't. This is another reason why I don't like the Fears pickup. Zion played best blatantly with the ball in his hand
at the point,
and Fears don't shoot off the ball, so I don't know how that's going to go. That I don't know. Zion blatantly plays better with the ball in his hand.
They got a point for him, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like blatantly. And Fears don't shoot it good enough to run no 2-man with them two and all that type of shit. So I don't know how that's going to go. That part I don't know. Then with Jordan Poole there now.
I forgot Poole.
Yeah, so Poole. Yeah. So you got Poole. You got Poole. You got Herb Jones.
Fears ain't playing.
Murray, Trey Murphy.
Not playing.
I think his minutes is gonna be a thing. And then he don't shoot better. And then he don't shoot better than Jordan Hawk is. So if you don't shoot him around Zion, it makes more sense to play Jordan than it does Fears. But I don't know how they're gonna look at that. Because Zion ain't played a playoff game in his career yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, I forgot about the Poole aspect. Yeah,
so you got another Poole there too.
I forgot about Jordan Poole too. I forgot Jordan.
Yeah, so you got Poole, you got Herb, you got Murray, you got a Hawkhead that can shoot better, and then Trey Murphy can shoot it at the 2-3. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how they're gonna go about that whole dynamic and shit with the Zion shit. So I don't know. And I don't know because I'm assuming they're trying to find a stretch big at the 5. They go get a Brook Lopez type of something like that. That's what I'm assuming. So.
Cause you playing Poole at the 2 for sure.
Murray gonna start. Murray playing the 1. Alvarado backing up him at the 1.
So you going Murray, Poole,
Murphy
at the 3, Zion at the 4, whoever they bring in at the 5.
And then had the back of the young athletic dude back his ass up. That's what I'm thinking.
Then off the bench, you're talking about Jose, Jeremiah.
He's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I start Messi personally.
I would too. I don't know why the fuck they wouldn't start Messi. He was starting towards the end of the year, won't he?
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but Zion wasn't playing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I start Messi too, bro. Messi got some tools.
I forgot who else came in the deal with Poole. Did another player came in the deal?
I think it was just Poole.
It was just Poole for CJ straight up.
Mm-hmm. And I think it might have been a pick or two in there, but I don't remember. I don't recall any players being involved.
And then VJ should get some minutes if they don't bring back Quentin Grimes. And assuming Justin Edwards backs up at the 3. So I would assume that Ace Bailey got a chance to put him up But depending on how he put him up, it could determine his minutes. Because I don't know if that coach is going to try to let him play mistake free or pull him for every mistake he makes. That's what I want to see with that coach. How does he go about coaching him? Does he let him play free or does he blatantly pulls him for every mistake he makes? And how does that affect Ace Bailey mentally? And then with Trey, if Washington is trying to be competitive, then I don't see Trey getting on the floor. Because with McCollum there, with Chris Middleton there, with Marcus Smart there,
I don't think that's the direction they're going. I think they just getting like. I mean,
I don't know.
I
don't know because remember you got Bali, you got Sar. They might be saying, look, man, let's get these guys in some real games. They ain't trying to win a title or nothing, but like, yo, man, we can't be having these 15-win seasons. Let's try to get up to 25, 30 wins. And I can see that.
The Wizards?
The Wizards, yeah. I can see that being a mental step they trying to make with some of their younger guys.
Plus,
so
they still got Middleton and Smart still there, too.
That's what I'm saying with McCollum.
Yeah.
So they might be saying, and then as far as the rotation,
trying to surround him around as much like veteran presence, like guys that's similar to him, and then they can show him the ropes type shit. Like,
yeah, but if they try to be competitive, is he better than Corey Kispert from day one? No. Is he more talented than AJ Johnson? That ain't even a hands down thing. And then like Bob was telling me in the group chat, Bud Carrington can score the motherfuckers. Like he done showed the ability to score in the NBA last year. Like it ain't like just hands down minutes for him to have, even though the Wizards' ass. Like it's still guys there that can play. So
and y'all know my philosophy, bro. Like when you got these young guys, bro, you gotta let them go because we still ain't even talking about Koulibaly. And he took a step. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you taking reps and shots from him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
it's like
bro,
I get the veterans, but it's like that's the Garrett Temples you gotta go get. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need a CJ because you talking about a nigga still gotta play 30, 35 minutes. Or
but the Wizards been bad so long that Garrett Temple ain't enough.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like, those are the guys you need. Like,
he's saying that them the vets you try to get.
Like James Johnson. Like James Johnson ain't never gonna play.
Yeah.
But he's
nigga saying don't get vets that need minutes.
You don't go get vets that's gonna take up the majority of minutes.
We're in agreement if you got a title contender. They're not even worthy. They're not even worthy of playing with on 2K.
Young guys, I'm not with that.
I get what you're saying, bro. I just I'm
not with that shit at all. Play your young guys, because how we gonna know what the fuck they can do if you don't play them?
Because I feel like you can bring in vets to help you win, but they don't need to play.
Exactly.
Okay. So y'all don't think McCollum, Bali, Middleton, Sar, and whoever at the 5, you don't think that helps Sar and Bali to be in a situation where they playing with like real games, where it's a 5-point game with 5 minutes left. That they literally ain't played a game that mattered in their career yet. That don't matter to y'all. That after December, we looking at y'all like, man, what the fuck?
Nah, I'm consistent in my take, bro. Like I want you to fail to learn.
Yes, I need my young to grow.
I need y'all to compete. Like you either got it or you don't. Like for me, if I gotta bring in a vet for you to compete, hey, that's an indictment on you for me.
And plus,
I understand it in theory. Like I get it in theory what you're saying. I just feel like when you got boys that young, like bro, this is what OKC was. And then you brought in a Chris Paul, but that was one guy you brought in. We talking about four niggas on the roster.
You forget Gallinari. Gallinari was on that team too. That's what I'm saying. They had guys that helped SGA play a real situation.
But he wasn't playing like that, and he got hurt.
He ended up getting hurt, but he was 15, 16 a night. And then they had Dennis Schroeder. Like they had like guys that could play. Like I don't know. Washington is in a strange situation because I think they want to help them kids get in real games, but they're not trying to like make the playoffs either. They trying to like, hey man, let's try to get to 25, 30 wins.
That's my point. They keep trying to stockpile like young talent. At some point in time, you got to see what this young talent can do, bro.
But even to your point, like so, let's say we going by your theory, right? And you trying to get these guys to play meaningful games, like down the stretch of them games, like you're not gonna have them young niggas on the floor to get the experience you're talking about.
Exactly.
You're gonna have the vets on the floor.
Exactly.
No, you will. Most but Bali, I won't. Okay. To me, it depends on how you look at the player. Like Bali, for example, I look at him as a defensive player with enough offensive tools. I want him in a game with 4 minutes left, having to guard Jalen Brunson, and it matter. Come January, February, I'm pretty sure they tired after November, bro. Their season is over. Because you went 1-16 in the month of November, and then you went 2-13 in the month of December. And by January, nobody gives a fuck. I just think they want to be at January, February, and some games like, all right, look, we 5 games out to play in. Let's see what they look like a little bit. And then come March, all right, man, bitch all the damn vets, do some buyouts, whatever the fuck you need to do, and then we'll let all the young motherfuckers run at the end. I just think they want to be competitive for 50, 60 games. And then because there's no point in having Middleton, Marcus Smart, and CJ McCollum in them if you're not trying to do this. It makes no sense.
I think that's my point. Honestly, I don't think you need all 3.
I think that they got the biggest wild card in this draft, and they got to play his ass. They got to play his ass.
I just don't get it, man.
How much more talent you think Trey Johnson got to AJ Johnson?
Not significant, but it's more.
Okay, so now would you play them 2 in the backcourt from October on and get their ass slugged out? How did that help them?
I mean, you can't get experience without playing. That's all I know, bro. Like, all I know is that motherfuckers don't get experience by sitting and watching. Like, you got to get out there and try to chase.
But if you go 7 and 39. You go 7 and 39. Is that helping you either?
I mean, from a mental standpoint, probably not. But like I said, just take the winning and losing out of it. You got to learn how to be an NBA player, bro. You just got to learn that type of shit. You got to learn how to navigate screens at this level because it's different navigating fucking screens and guarding.
No, we're in agreement. We're in agreement. But this is what we all know. This is what we all know. If you coaching a kid and you trying to teach him the right way, and every time that shit loses, is he thinking it's the right way? I mean, if I'm going 7 and 40, what coaching is you giving me, nigga? If I'm going 7 and 40,
I think that you realize at some point in time, like compared to the other 29 teams, we don't have enough talent to beat these guys on a nightly basis. At some point in time, the realization sets in on this. Like you look at your roster, and then you look at the roster against the team you're playing against, and you kind of realize we're not better than them.
Okay, so now should we get a Wizards front office credit for saying, AJ, you good for 24 minutes, just not 36 minutes. So let's bring in a Marcus Smart and a Chris Middleton to let you play half the game instead of 3/4 of the game.
But you
still gonna get experience because you still gonna get burned, but we just don't want you playing starter minutes. We want you playing 6-man minutes throughout the season. That'll get you 1,600, 1,800 minutes throughout the season. Y'all don't think that helps compared to getting your ass drugged?
I don't know, like, because I'm still the same person. I'm consistent with my take, bro. Like, hey, bro, you got to fail. And I don't know if you can be a starter if I don't give you the opportunity to be a starter. Like, we don't know what the improvement is going to be from year 1 to year 2 to make that assessment and put you in a box. And that'd be my thing. Like, we talk about it all the time. Like, even to your Koulibaly point, like, all right, you a defensive nigga that got offensive tools, so I'm going to put you in the last 4 minutes. Hey, but when are we going to ever allow you to expand those offensive tools?
I think Koulibaly going to start. I just don't think you got to start 5 kids.
No, I get you. I'm just saying, just in theory, like, hey, I don't give you that runway to experiment to see how expansive your offensive repertoire is, I'm putting you in a box.
Yeah, we'll never find out.
Yeah, like we talked about it like Shump. Like, hey, bro, you are a legit basketball player, bro. And you told us when you got to certain teams, hey, because they put you in a box, hey, I forgot I could do some of this shit. So if you put these niggas in a box early, bro, like you don't know if this nigga could be Shea. I'm not saying he is, but hey, we don't know if we don't allow you the freedom to
That's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of the
so like I'm with you, like, yeah, have a vet, bro. Like that's cool, but you got 4 of them niggas like in a position.
Okay, let me ask y'all personally.
Go ahead.
Not even looking at the NBA sample. Do y'all want a vet talking to y'all that can't bust your ass?
I don't think
if you 19 when you was 19, 20, 21 years old and we was going to the gym hooping, did you care to hear from that dude from the sideline that couldn't play? Or you care to hear from that motherfucker that was still out there on the floor being able to give you some work at 34, 35, 36?
Honestly, I never looked at it like that. I looked at what you was telling me. Like, if the shit you telling me makes sense, I don't give a fuck. If you were my teammate, or if you a nigga that I watch play 20, like I don't care. Just what are you telling me? Like, if the shit you telling me makes sense, I receive it.
And I don't think that's a good question because it's like you talking about us as niggas that actually study the game and we understand basketball. These niggas ain't, they play basketball, they're not basketball players. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
they still know if a dude nice or not. Y'all don't think that matters? They don't.
Nah,
So
man,
for Maul, it don't matter, but for you, it don't matter.
Wouldn't, because it's like, hey, bro, if I knew what your resume was, like, yeah, you may not be able to bust my ass now, but if I know what your resume was beforehand, then I'm not tripping off that. And again, bro, I'm just one of them niggas. Hey, bro, a vet is a vet. Like, you been here, so you don't have to be able to bust my ass to be able to give me game.
And plus, like that, like most of these guys, you gotta look at it like, especially the nice ones, you better than everybody anyway. You can't be like those one of them players that's like not receptive to take like no type of criticism, like no type of advice from most of the team. Like a guy like Trey Johnson, been the best player on his team everywhere he went. He had to listen to somebody, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just ain't gonna listen to nobody because you better than everybody in the gym.
I'm gonna let you go to the next 7 players, but I'm gonna say this: I'd rather hear from Chris Middleton than hear from PJ Tucker.
I mean,
take that how you want. Take that how you want at this point in their career.
Yeah, it don't really.
Give me the guy that can at least give me 20. Then the guy that got to run to the corner and keep on running.
Real quick before we move on to the next 7, and let's try. Who do y'all fault for this Ace Bailey shit? Him, Sharif Cooper Pops, the Utah Jazz.
The Utah Jazz.
Social media.
Why is the Utah Jazz at fault? Why was they not supposed to take what they needed in the draft? Because you didn't want to.
Did they need it?
Yes, they needed him. They need him. They need another guy that can get buckets from the wing. Yeah, they needed him. So why the fuck was Utah not supposed to take him just because you got an attitude about coming to Utah?
I don't know if they needed a nigga to get buckets from the wing. You got buckets from the guard spot. You need a nigga that can play some defense.
Keontae can hoop, but he's 6'3" at the most. Jordan Clarkson is probably their best.
I'm not even talking about Clarkson. I'm talking about Collier and Keontae.
They all small, bro.
Right. So that's why you get a 3-man that can play defense.
But I mean, he can't. But in theory, Ace should be able to guard with no problem. But I told y'all not to fuck with Ace. I told y'all a long time ago not to fuck with Ace.
Hey, man.
This is social media fault, man.
Why you think it's social media fault?
Because he not moving the way they want him to move, they're making a story out of it. Let the nigga fuck up first. Damn, let the nigga not come to cap first. Let the nigga not play a game first. Let the nigga really hold out first.
Yeah, like not even
he ain't even did shit yet. Like
we've seen this before, bro. Like
Kobe
told Charlotte he didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Steve Francis told Vancouver he didn't want to go there. Like
it's not. This ain't nothing new. You right about that. This ain't.
Yeah, this is like going with a girl that was a hoe, and then she ain't holding on you yet. Like let her trick out first. Like let her fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Let her fuck up first. Damn, let the nigga fuck up first. He ain't done nothing yet.
No, he really ain't. I mean, I think a lot of people thought he was like he was diva-ish about his whole draft.
He was. It didn't work. It didn't work. Now that it didn't work, let's see what he does now that he got picked and everything. Like, let's see if he
reported. At least he did finally report.
I mean, he won't double late.
No, he just didn't go right away.
Right, he just didn't go right away. That's what I'm saying. Social media made it away like, oh man, the nigga went on the plane. We wanted him on.
But he specifically tried his best not to get there. And I love that Utah did that shit, actually. I fucking love the fact that they said so. I bet you show up, nigga. I bet your ass come here.
I mean, it happens a lot. Yeah, guys get drafted by teams they don't work out for. I mean, this is normal.
I love the like. I don't know. It's a two-way street because I love like when players can take the power in their hand. But something about these like guys, the front office guys, telling these players, I don't give a fuck what you want, and I don't give a fuck what the climate of the game is. You're gonna do this right here because we paying you, and I dare you to act like you don't want to do it. That I love about it. Like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on it because I didn't want to move past him and not touch on the
side. I think that's one of the things where I don't got a problem with it because it's like, hey, bro, you just an unserious franchise, bro. Like
Utah.
I'm not mad at it. Like the same shit with Charlotte. No, I don't
want
to go to Charlotte, bro. Like, cause y'all ain't doing shit to win, nigga. So it's like, fuck y'all, bro.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
I just think I don't know. I feel like he's exactly what they needed. They needed a scorer from the wing.
Ace, you want to prove that you don't want to be there? When that contract extension come up, don't sign it.
Don't sign it.
Don't sign it.
That's it.
Until that happens, all this shit he talking about bullshit to me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sign it. We'll see. If you perform the way you're capable of in your eyes, then you should have a borderline max deal coming. Don't sign it.
Mm-hmm. But I think his thing is, it's like, hey, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna even be able to do that because Keontae putting them bitches up, Collier's putting them bitches up, Marcus putting them bitches up.
If you're a better talent than them, you'll move them out the way.
Yeah, and he bigger. He just is. Right. He gonna get denied, bro. Yeah. 6'7", a 6'7", 6'8" guy gonna get denied at the wing, bro, over a 6'4" guy every time in this league.
And they got rid of one guy to wait for you already in College Sexton. So they already clearing the way for you to put him up. So
every time he gonna get his opportunity, bro.
Nah. So it's on you at this point.
Like I don't even know why he was tweaking anyway. Like I was telling Courtney, like, you mad about Utah drafting you, but you willingly went to play for Rutgers, bro. Like,
right? Yeah, he went to Rutgers to get shots.
Like, yeah, man.
Which is why he wanted to go to Brooklyn or to Washington. I'm gonna get shots.
Hey, man.
We just talked about Washington. I don't know if them shots was there or not.
I know in Brooklyn them shit's there. Outside
the shots gonna be there in Utah. They're gonna be there in Utah, bro.
Not like they would be in Brooklyn, bro.
No. I mean, not to the extent they would be in Brooklyn, but
and that's his point.
They're gonna be there.
My nigga said, I want to go somewhere where I'm gonna have the easiest path to be a star, which means I'm gonna be able to get my shit off. And
honestly, okay,
I ain't mad at that, bro.
Do y'all respect that aspect? You trying to handicap your stardom?
Yes, bro. I'm not.
Because if you a star, you a star,
bro. Some niggas know who they are, bro. Hey, I'm just a chucker, and I want to go somewhere to chuck to get points. It ain't about winning. I respect it. Hey, bro, that's self-awareness. I fuck with it.
You know who you are, bro.
Fuck with. Hey, bro, I know who I am. And the easiest way for me to be who I am is to go somewhere to get shots up, bro. I'm not mad.
No. I love the self-awareness. I just don't want nobody that's aware of themselves, and this is what you came to the conclusion of. This is all I'm good for. Save that shit.
To me, that's a whole different conversation. Yeah. You at the point now, you just need to prove to me you're good at basketball at this point. You drafted now.
Yeah. So.
To me, in my eyes, you was an underachiever. You was a loser coming out of college. You with another top 5 pick couldn't even make the NCAA tournament. So in my eyes, I need to just see if you give a fuck as a competitor. Your talent ain't in question no more because you went top 5. Cool, you got that. Now I want to see what it's like when it's time in the West with Durant coming one day. Then you got goddamn LeBron the next day. Then the next day here comes Jimmy Butler. Then the next day here comes Devin Booker. Here the next day come y'all. This in the West. The next day, here come goddamn fucking
Anthony Edwards.
Ant-Man. Then the next day, here comes Zach LaVine. That's the off night. Zach LaVine and shit. Like, now I want to see what you made of. You talked all this shit. We here now, nigga. We here now. Shoot the fuck up now. I don't give a fuck no more. You here now. You went top 5. You get top 5 money. You the talented motherfucker, all that bullshit. Now it's on, bro. Now it's on. Game time. Who you gonna be? You gonna be Rudy Gay, Jeff Green, or Carmelo Anthony, nigga? You show me, motherfucker. You show me, because literally, if you don't be an elite scorer, I don't know what the fuck you are. That's what this comes down to now.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna find out.
That's all he can do. That's all he can do.
So that's what we're gonna find out now.
But he can't do that though. I'll put that bitch in the hole.
Yeah. So can Jalen Green, and they don't give a fuck. So
they don't.
So you have to see what it is. So, you here now? Shit.
All right, fellas. Next grouping. Who stands out in this grouping?
Stand out? None of them.
Okay. Two guys stand out to me.
Floor is yours then, brother.
Carter Bryant. I really love what Carter Bryant has. And
hold on. You talking about the guy that averaged 6 points in college?
Yeah, I don't care nothing about that.
And went number 14.
I don't care nothing.
I'm just saying.
It's the tools, what Carter Bryant has, the size. The scoring, that the points per game, especially points per game in college, when you playing with a guy that's gonna shoot in college, like I'm guessing Caleb Love shot 18 shots a night at Arizona. And Carter Bryant didn't even start the whole year. Like he was coming off the bench in the beginning of the year too. So a lot of that is skewed. Like if you people are looking at his numbers and stuff and like, you know what I mean? Like what the hell was that?
This is what I know. Jeremy had a 21. Keon Johnson is 25, Devin Vassell is 23, 24, and Harrison Barnes is still a legit vet. If he playing on the basketball floor, then Wemby better have a season-ending injury. Other than that, congratulations to the San Antonio, whatever the fuck G League team. You got a fucking all-star. That's what it should be. That's what the fuck it should be. Yeah, if he's playing in the NBA, then Wemby better have a season-ending injury.
The whole the whole idea of this is who is taking the spot. Like, can you take somebody's spot?
Right. And if he take a Jeremy Sohan, and you just seen Jabari Smith get 120 million, and all this bullshit, if you ain't motivated now, my nigga, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Yeah, hey, listen, man. Carter Bryant better not be the reason you don't get it.
That's all I know.
He better not be the reason.
They got him for cheap for 3 years. Carter Bryant got some tools, bro. So
I hear you.
Elton Johnson is on the clock.
Listen,
I think Sohan is solidified. Keldon Johnson's on the clock. Sure.
Wibby has played the same number of playoff games as me, you, and goddamn Boss. And our NBA career. Okay. Yeah. So if Carter Bryant ain't helping with that, I don't want to help Carter Bryant.
I think Carter Bryant getting on for the main guy to stand out on me is Kamon Malawaj. I remember I was telling y'all before the draft, I think he the guy in 10 years down the line, everybody could look at it and be like, this ended up being the best player in the draft.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, they got him and Mark Williams to play half the game each, so he should get on the floor.
Is Mark Williams going? Mark Williams is still he's still hurt right now, right? He gonna be hurt to start the season?
No. With the new coach they got, I'm assuming him.
Who's his new coach?
What's that guy named Jordan? Some shit. I forgot his last name. He coached in college, whatever. But him, Bobo, Mark Williams, they should.
They just cut Bobo. They just cut Bobo, right?
Not coming back.
Yeah.
They cut Bobo.
They cut Bobo.
And they trying to trade Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, they split half the game then between Malawaj and goddamn Mark Williams. Yeah, that should work. Shit. See what it do.
Do anybody think Derek Queen can crack the road in New Orleans?
I don't understand the trade up, because from my understanding, New Orleans, the pick they traded is only like top 4 protected. So you talking about you potentially gave up, because the pick, whoever the pick it was, could land right back in the lottery. So you talking about a number 5 pick, and if it doesn't, it was like them and somebody else's pick. So it's like a chance you missing out a chance of DeAndre Ayton just got bought out by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Breaking news.
Good trade.
It's like it's potential 5 pick or potential number 10 pick that you just traded away for Derek Queen.
Wait, you were saying that, or you were saying
no? That's what the pick is that they included to move up.
No,
Derek Queen.
I'm talking about the DeAndre. Was you using?
No,
that
he just got he really just got bought out.
Okay, I was saying I thought at first you was using it as an example of like how to like. Okay, so damn. Okay.
My only problem with the Derek Queen shit is I don't see how him and Zion fit together. You got 2 fat niggas that can't drop butter around on defense. I don't understand. I don't.
Offensively though, and then a lot of the skill set that Derek Queen got, he kind of need to be a point center to get the most out of him. Which the same as with Zion. You need to
that's what I don't understand the fit in general.
The most out of him. You know what I mean? That's why I think the talent is there. I just was like, damn. Well, I know they got Messi. I was like, I wonder if he gonna even like get a fair shake in the world.
Basketball fit, I don't get, but
I don't get it at all. I am excited to see Cedric Coward in Memphis. I cannot wait to see this dude with the buzz he's been getting since the combine started. So
I don't know if he play.
I don't see how he can't.
Him, Vince Williams, you got GG Jackson, you got the other
they got a rotation of wings, which you can never have enough of them in the league. Like now he might be one of them guys I was talking about, like in the light of Harper. Like I expect for him to get on the floor. Will it be consistent? Like maybe it's like 11, 12 minutes a night, and then depending on how the night is going, it could extend to like 25 or some shit.
I ain't seen him play enough. Can he shoot?
Yes, he got a legitimate jumper. He's a 2-way guy. He is a legit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like range, he can like really shoot from range.
No, yes, he's been a 40% shooter every year.
I think he shot 41% last year.
He's 40% every year. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the highlight, because I ain't even watch highlights up. Is the highlights him like 4 feet behind the line type shit, or is it him right on the line type shots?
No, man, he got legitimate NBA range, bro.
Okay, so he actually got NBA range. Because college 3-point line ain't the NBA 3. So I be wanting to do guys be behind the line and shit like that. I ain't watching play enough. I don't like guys who came from JUCOs and found the damn fire station. The only nigga I seen be successful doing that is Steve Francis. So I just don't have high hopes for him.
Yeah, he came
those
from
guys who come out the trash can
He came from a D3. When he played, he was at a high major last year. He just didn't play a lot because he got hurt.
What's his name again?
Cedric Howard.
Yeah,
he got hurt. He played at Wazoo last year. He just got hurt, and he would have been at Duke. You know what I mean? This season, but
that's what I'm saying. Most guys who ain't been that guy the whole time, I just prove me wrong, man. Salute to you. But most guys don't do it.
Actually, so he was 12 for 30 from 3, so I ain't really putting too much stock into that. 40%.
Yeah, he only played 6 games. He got hurt. He got hurt early in the year.
And then the year before, he was 51 for 133, 38%. So
he's been 40 his whole career from the 3-point line. Yeah. All the stops. The D3 stops. I think he went somewhere before Washington.
He was at Eastern Washington.
Eastern Washington, that's what it was. Yeah, it was a D3 school in Eastern Washington and Wazoo. Yeah,
I have to see what he do.
Yeah. Do y'all like Thomas Sorber?
I never seen him play.
Georgetown. I didn't watch him play enough at Georgetown. That's why I was trying to see.
He athletic and shit and all that. I mean, OKC basically got him there. So when Hartenstein become too pricey in a couple of years, they can use his big ass.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they said. Yep,
that's the help check. That's all it's for. They're not gonna re-sign Hartenstein, and then he can replace him and then check. If you got a big body banging that night, man, move your ass to the phone. We'll let his ass deal with it, and then that's it. That's it. He just there because he weigh 260. Shit, that's it. Just have to be athletic enough to get away with it.
All right, so we're gonna move to the next grouping. Okay, so 16 to 23. We'll go with 16 to 23. Anybody in this grouping? Which I'll say my thoughts on Kasparis.
No.
I actually think Kasparis. We just re-signed Davion yesterday. You just agreed yesterday. I thought it was a 2-year deal. I can't remember. But Davion coming
2 or
back.
3.
Yeah, Davion coming back. So he's not starting over Davion already. I don't know, man. I like Yakachonis. He did turn the ball over a lot, and then when we played him, he just looked like he was not ready for NBA size, bro. Like, because Duke is the closest thing that you're gonna get, or the Duke's team last year was like the closest thing you was gonna get to an NBA roster as far as like positional size all across the board.
Right.
And he just did not
mid as fuck.
Right. He did not look like he was ready for that shit, bro.
Because he won't.
He just did not look. I mean, but as a whole, I will give him this credit. Like, that team looked really bad. As bad as they looked in that Duke game, they ran off like 3 or 4 straight blowouts against quality teams right after that Duke game. You know what I mean? But that just he looked real mid in that game against Duke in Madison Square Garden. But I mean, I got no choice but to cheer for his ass. I mean, he one of us now. You know what I mean? I just don't know what we're gonna do with Tyler, especially if we this is what I do know. I'd rather see him playing over fucking Alec Burks. Even though Alec Burks was he performs when he play. I actually like Alec Burks.
Alec Burks got a little more game than you think.
I was wrong about him. He was a pleasant surprise.
He a weird guy to watch, bro. He
was a pleasant surprise for me, bro.
He weird as fuck.
But I don't want to see him playing over guys like Yakachonis, over guys like Pella Larson, over guys like even Keshad Johnson. Like, just let these young guys play, bro. We're not playing for shit right now. Just let them play. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see how they go. I do like Will Riley, but we all talked about
how did he get it? He's not playing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he was one of the guys in the Duke game that actually didn't look like the positional size like affected him.
Mm-hmm.
He actually looked like he belonged on the floor. Like,
all he gotta do is beat out Johnny Davis, and he got a job. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah,
because he ain't better than Corey Kispert. I don't give a damn what planet we on.
No, he ain't better than Corey Kispert. I like Walter Clayton. I don't know if he gets on the floor. Drake Powell should get on the floor. He play a position in need. And
Isaiah Collier don't shoot it good enough. He maybe keep Clayton Jr. off. So we'll have to see. So that's his best hope.
But I think he was better than expected playmaking, and the defense wasn't as bad as they thought it would be for him to keep him off the floor.
That's gonna be the key. The key to this is gonna be marketing and Bailey. If Bailey and marketing is what we think they can be scoring the ball, then they're gonna take the spacing over the playmaker.
Yeah,
because Bailey don't really need to get set up. He kind of a tough shot maker motherfucker anyway. He knows there's no way he gonna dribble you out of the assist anyway. So
yeah,
Clayton Jr. might get denied simply because of that.
Yeah, but I think now you're talking about having 4 negative defenders on the floor.
I mean, that's just the chance they're gonna take. That's why they ain't traded Walker Kessler yet, because they kind of know this.
Yeah, but he on the way out.
I mean, that's the damn. That's the rumor.
That's what we gotta find out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Utah literally is in the same predicament it was with Rudy Gobert. Let's get 4 good at offensive players, get 1 defensive player that can literally try to save as much shit as he can, and they try to win 40 to 45 games doing this. That's where we at now. Because if I'm marketing, I'm asking out. I'm just flat out. I'm going to war in Finland, goddamn it, or something before I fucking around and play back this shit. I done gone 10 years, bro.
About to go enlist, my boy.
Bruh, yo, I done went 10 years, bro. I ain't played a playoff.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit from him because he chose to resign there.
Listen, he picked. We in agreement. I don't want to act like, you know what I mean? He did take 200 minutes. But if I'm him, man, I'm out, bro. And listen to me, goddamn it. I'm going.
Pick them, so suck it up, bro. Suck it up. Enjoy the mountains and altitude, or the no oxygen in the high altitude. You know.
But China dude I never seen. The France dude I never seen. And the kid going to Atlanta. If Jalen Johnson's healthy, you shouldn't see the flow. So,
I mean, they got different skill sets. I think Jalen Johnson
is one of them top 50 guys.
I think Newell can back up.
Your boy from USC there for Porzingis.
Name. What's his damn name, bro?
Help me out.
No, I know not Zach Ricochet. I'm talking about the guy from USC, the center.
He playing back at 5.
Huh?
He playing the back of 5.
Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Asa Newell is a 3-4.
No, man, Asa Newell is 6'10", though, and Asa Newell ain't got no 3, but he's not gonna play no 3 in the league.
Bro, right. He only 220, bro. He only 220. He ain't playing no backup 5.
No, man, he could play some backup 5.
No, bro.
I don't think
absolutely not.
I don't think he is.
He's gonna play 3-4, bro.
No, if I'm 4 for sure. I think he could play backup 5.
He's gonna play some. Absolutely not.
I know it ain't gonna be no 3. I know he ain't playing no 3 in the NBA.
But he's gonna play some 3-4, bro.
4
you can stamp that.
And he can't shoot. He really can't shoot.
That's true.
But 4 for sure he can play. And I love his energy. I love his athleticism. He long as hell. Like, is he about 6'10", 6'11" range?
Yep. Everything good about his game is worse than Jalen Johnson. So just get ready to hold his jersey and give it to him, and then hope he get hurt. Shit. Run what you get on the floor.
Like Asa too, man. I would like to see Asa get on the floor.
That's it.
All right, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. Them last 10 ain't worth talking about.
The last group, and I can't even remember what it is.
Jace Richardson and Liam. And it ain't no point to talk about none of these guys.
Damn, I wish Neat Clifford would have went somewhere else, bro. Oh, so he gonna end up in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yep. And they got Ellis, Monk, DeRozan, Levine. That means your ass is warm. They just traded for Bane. They got Anthony Black. They got goddamn so your ass warm out there in Orlando, my guy. And Danny Wolf, you versus Drew Timmy is the battle of the worst white power forward we can get on the floor. Good luck with that shit.
Danny Wolf can hoop, man.
Man, listen, man, it sounds good, man. I welcome to the NBA. You know what I mean?
Danny Wolf can hoop.
And then my man Liam out there with Charlotte with Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges and them boys. I don't see you. And then Grant Williams coming back next season. I don't see where it's just
it's culture guys.
Yeah.
I think Liam plays.
He could. Charlotte got those guys that be putting on the team and shit.
Charlotte got talent, and they like Bosman saying they've been stockpiling talent. They got a lot of dickheads on that team, bro, and that front office sick of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
they are sick of that shit. They sick of like these nice ass knucklehead ass players, bro. He not a knucklehead. He's going to play. He is, and he provides shooting. Like,
he doesn't make them now. They look good, but they ain't go in.
Nah.
Listen, that motherfucker shot. No, for real. He shot.
That
He
shit
shot
look
like
pretty as hell, don't it?
yo. He shot like 38% from the field and like 30% from 3-point line. Liam was breaking like a son bitch. Now it looked good though. Hell yeah, he was like 30% from 3 and 38 from the field. He was terrible, bro.
I
just won't go in.
The percentage won't
what
I thought it could be, but I didn't think it was 30.
Bro, nah, he shot terrible, bro. Terrible.
That's crazy.
Terrible. The only buckets he was really getting was like cutting buckets, like backdoor cutting and shit. Come off a double screen, you know what I'm saying? You over rotate, he'll get downhill and floaters and shit like that.
Do look good though.
That jumper though, it looked beautiful. But he was building homes out that bitch.
He ain't lying, 38-32.
Yeah, that just was terrible, bro. He was terrible. But I don't watch much college basketball, and I watch my squad. Hey,
but you know how
that motherfucker building homes out that bitch.
They gonna be encouraged.
Oh man.
They're gonna be encouraged because he shot 87% from the free throw line. So
yeah,
and plus, like he said, when he shoot it looked good. It ain't
like a mechanics issue. Now.
It's not a mechanics issue at all, bro.
Bro, the nigga who used to piss me off the most with this shit was Amon Shepherd. Oh my god, he used to look so good and never go in. Oh my god. Oh man, he used to piss me off, boy. Piss me off. Jump with the perfect balance, elbow in, all that shit. Flat top looking good, and tear the goddamn backboard the fuck up, boy. Hey, man. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Yeah, J.R. Smith shooting goddamn over 4 motherfuckers, one leg hanging, bottom of the neck. Like, that shit used to blow my mind. Like, what the fuck is this? My Shepherd got textbook for him. I mean, looked like he done trained all his life. Never go in. J.R., fuck it. Bottom of the neck.
You know, it's everybody got somebody like that on
bro.
That you like.
Bro, that shit used to blow my fucking mind, bro. Blow my goddamn mind.
Foster was that dude. Shit look bad when you shoot that shit.
And never go to fucking off the Rivers was like that too. That little
but I mean,
that shit all his life, and that shit will never go in, bro.
An elite slasher that you ain't even like the jump shooting. You just it was what it was.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
remember Austin Day?
Yeah.
His jumper was like that too. Pretty as hell, never go in. Never go in. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this don't make no sense.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, bro. We done seen so many guys that should have been it, bro. Like, you couldn't pay me to believe Perry Jones III wasn't gonna be one of them ones, bro.
Yeah,
that's just how I go with basketball. You just never really know, bro. Like I said, everybody got talent. It's that shit panning out. Don't work for everybody, bro. Because like he was one of them guys, like for sure, that I thought was gonna be like that. You know what I mean?
I gotta ask this.
Situation and fit matters, bro.
Yeah. I gotta ask this because he went number 1.
Go ahead.
In the last 10 years, the only guy who's won around as the man has been Anthony Edwards. How many rounds in his career do you think Cooper Flag will win as the man? Now think about this, because the situation he's in now, he probably won't be the man for 3-4 years. Does he win at least 5 playoff rounds as the man?
Honestly, bro, the way that people talk about Anthony Davis, I'm not sure he's not going to be the man right away. As far as media perception, he's going to be the man kind of like a lot sooner than people think.
Nah, I just think he gonna get the put. He just gonna be talked about. He not gonna be the man, bro.
A kid already talking about he gonna be the point. Like
that's fine. Anthony Davis still finna average 25 and 13, bro.
It's just sound good, but we all know Anthony Davis, bro, is 1 rebound coming down the wrong way away from missing 2 months.
Yeah, but how many rounds you think he'll win as the man? Because in the last 10 years, Wemby got none. Now, granted, Wemby young, Pablo got none. Zion got none. Folks none. Simmons none. Cat none. The only one who won around as the man in the last 10 years after that was.
I guess it just hinges on when you think he becomes a man. I don't know, because he gonna win around this year.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be the man though. They went around because of Anthony Davis. I mean, that's just
they might pick to win a title.
He's not.
Yeah.
They might. No, I ain't even talking about the title. I'm just talking about winning a round.
Yeah, I just.
Remember, like I said, Wemby, Zion, all in the West. Ain't won shit yet.
That's hard. That's hard to predict because it's hard to predict. Like
because you the one you think getting number 1 pick, you getting the guy that's gonna be the franchise guy, the guy who gonna. But when you really look back at it, nobody's doing that as number one pick, and the only number one pick to win a title in the 2000s with the franchise that picked him. Well, he went back was LeBron.
Yeah,
that's it. So is getting number one pick overrated?
No, I mean,
Yeah,
it might be
in
overrated.
essence, yeah, it
It might be, but
because none of these guys is making your franchise more popular, no shit like that or nothing. Like nobody's tuning in to these games to watch these guys play. Just, you know what I mean? Because they went number one and shit. Like, is it overrated to get the number one pick?
Depending on who you get at number one.
I mean, you get a number one guy.
It wasn't overrated to get LeBron at one.
But he talking about
but I mean, you using the one exception to what I'm saying. Like in the last 25 years, what number one pick has really, quote unquote, made casuals come tune in and this, that, and the third, and yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Like Elvis, might be the only one other than LeBron, right?
Number one pick.
Yeah,
and change the franchise a little bit. Because people love Kyrie Irving. He ain't done none of this shit Elvis done for Cleveland.
Zion damn sure hasn't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, before he got hurt, Davis and New Orleans didn't do none of this shit. So he had people tuning in and shit. Like the intrigue was there behind Zion.
I mean, they all got intrigue, but I'm saying to actually make it like do something. They all got intrigue in the beginning. I mean, ain't no arguing that.
They all don't got intrigue because the number one pick last year.
I know it's levels to it, but I'm saying it's levels to it. Because hell, the nigga that went number one last year had none whatsoever. It's levels to it. It's levels to it. But I'm just saying, but when you really look at what the number one pick is supposed to bring you, you're thinking like, sellouts, one day we got a franchise guy, you know what I mean? All that, but bullshit.
From that standpoint, I never thought about it. You might be right about that though.
Number one pick ain't really done shit. Yao Ming ain't brung you nothing. Kenyon Martin didn't bring you nothing. Kwame Brown didn't bring you nothing.
Bro, situation and fit.
Dwight Howard. My apologies, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard did his thing in Orlando.
He did.
Who was number one in 05? Bargnani went number one. He didn't bring nothing to Toronto.
I thought he was 04.
No, 04 was Dwight. 04 was Dwight.
LeBron, was he?
Yeah, 04 was Dwight. He was the year after LeBron. 05, I can't remember who was 05. 06 was Bargnani. Bargnani was 06. Like what did the number one pick bring? John never made a conference final. Rose only got one conference final, then he tapped the hell out. But they was 2009, 10, 11. Then 12.
Rose got hurt too, though.
I mean, I know some circumstances of his shit, but like Wiggins didn't bring nothing to Minnesota. Cat nothing to Minnesota. Because they had 3 number ones. Anthony Bennett nothing.
I got you. Kmart 2000, Kwame 2001, Yao, LeBron, Dwight, Andrew Bogut was 2005.
See, he brought nothing to Milwaukee.
Bargnani, Greg Oden, Derrick Rose, Blake Griffin, John, Kyrie, AD.
Blake never passed the second round.
AD, Bennett, Wiggins.
AD never passed the second round. Like none of these guys have brought nothing. Like literally, they done nothing for the actual franchise that took them.
Ben Simmons,
Blake Griffin, no second round. Wall, no second round. Irvin, nothing for Cleveland. Like far as being the man, like he did his thing once he got Brian there, did his thing at Sackett. They won the championship. Like I don't want to act like he did nothing overall, but I'm just saying, when you get the number one guy, you thinking,
yeah.
Bro, we can just look at it now. The guys that are the guys are late lottery dudes.
That's what I'm asking. Like, is tanking in general overrated?
Yes, it is, bro. But at the same time, it's about the franchise and situation and fit, bro. Mm-hmm. Like when you keep going to fucking Charlotte and
but Charlotte ain't had a number one pick.
I'm just saying in general, like type of franchises,
like Boz. What? Who you got? Best player in the world? 2 guys that you got arguing for the best player in the world. Neither one of them is top 10 guys. Jokic wasn't even first round guy, right?
Yeah, Jokic was in the second round.
Yeah, Jokic
and Giannis was number 15.
Wasn't top 10 either.
He was number 11.
Yeah, SGA wasn't top 10 either.
Yeah.
Like shit, Luka right there. That nigga was number 3.
Yeah, but I'm y'all know what I'm saying. Like when these guys get picked like this, the people think they about to say and shit. Like Lonzo Ball just got traded. Yeah. Nobody mentions him as a failure as the number 2 pick.
Nah,
but I think a lot of people know that shit is tied to the fact that he got hurt.
Yeah, but he not even what if story the motherfuckers or nothing.
yeah, it just is what it is. Then you talk about a nigga that didn't play a game for 2.5 years, so you just kind of fell out of that. That ain't your
Out of
thought
sight, out of
process.
mind type shit. Yeah.
Like
all right. So why don't nobody like Brandon Ingram? He went number 2. Nobody give a shit. Shit.
Yeah, I mean niggas
He's
just
10 years in and nothing. Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like you said, bro. That's the most unimpressive 25 a night.
Yeah, like these top picks is not getting no criticism, no nothing. Like they just like.
I think people criticize them. It's just really depending on who you listen
to. Not like that.
Because
it just depends who it is. Like Ben Simmons catches flat.
Yeah, he was the main guy I was talking about.
But why don't Ingram catch both flat than Simmons?
Simmons
does more than Ingram.
Ingram get shit. I hear the Ingram disrespect a lot, bro.
It's just
Ingram
in terms.
It might not be as loud as a guy like Ben Simmons, but
the only disrespect is in terms of packages that are gonna come back in a trade. Outside of that, he's just a nigga that averaged 25. I mean, don't nobody.
I hear people like calling him a jag all the time, bro. Like.
Right, because that's what it is. It's like, hey, it's just 25 points, and that's it.
But when you
so
like what he said, you a number 2 pick, you ain't supposed to be just a guy, man. Like, not especially 10 years in. We had the window where I said this is when niggas was gonna have to you gotta wait for Brandon Ingram, bro. You gotta let him get his grown man body. Let him get about 25 years old, bro. I mean, I was saying that shit. Once you get about 26 years old,
that ain't 27.
Yeah, but I think that's another thing too, bro. You talk about a nigga that is hurt all the time, so it ain't no criticism for you to get when you're not on the floor.
Zion too, like, you know what I mean. I think circumstances do matter, like with some of these guys too, man.
With him, it's different because that nigga was being shoved in our face 24/7, and then you just constantly hurt because you fat, and then the joint with the porn star pop up.
But so the shit with Zion is weird because people act like he just not performing, and that's not the case. When he plays, he's one of the best players in the league.
No, niggas are acting like he can't stay on the fucking floor. Ain't nobody acting like he can't perform.
The rhetoric around him be like
he don't be on the floor.
Like he done. Like I wash my hands. Like Zion is.
He is done.
Like no, bro.
Based on what he was sick for, based on what he was supposed to be, he is done.
No, as crazy as it sounds, all he got to do is put together. If Zion plays 70 games, bro, he's all NBA, and I think
he's not gonna play 70 games, bro.
I think we all know that shit, bro.
I'm saying give him 70 games. I'm saying give him the 70 games. Give it to him. What I'm saying is, for a guy to be 7 years in, they thought it was especially him. Shoe sales, sell out to the gyms, 5-6 all-star teams, like 4-5 all NBAs. Like he failed in what they thought it was gonna be.
No.
But I'm saying the number 1 pick in general be failing. To where should we even have these expectations on Cooper Flag?
I mean, that it's gonna always
why should we even be hyped for this when none of the number 1 picks have giving y'all anything in the last 25 years?
Because we're not in a space where niggas talk about shit in proper context. It's all about narratives and storyline. That's the problem. Everything is about a narrative or storyline, a narrative that is attached to being the number 1 pick. The stigma that's attached to that shit. Where if you talk about it in the context you just provided, then the expectation should be tempered.
Yeah. Because this is how I'm looking at it. Because we all know if Davis don't perform, what are you blaming Flag for if he was brought in to be a damn small forward and fit in? And you know what I'm saying? Like, should we even really be expecting anything from this move, from that standpoint?
No, I mean, we
should be looking at a role player.
People are definitely going to expect shit from Cooper Flag because
different.
Of the conversation around him leading up.
Exactly, he's a generational talent, and
they're gonna always expect shit.
It's the great white hype, bro.
Cooper gonna come out. If Cooper could come out and average 15, 5, and 4, and people gonna be disappointed in him.
Right, they are. I agree. They are.
You know what I mean? You're gonna hear that shit. I told y'all what y'all said.
But you should be disappointed if the nigga averaged 15, 5, and 4 because you talking about the nigga being a generational talent. That's not generational talent numbers.
And see, that label is fucking him up, man.
It's what it is, bro. But you said context matters. With the team he's going to, if he averages 15, 5, and 4, that is fucking phenomenal.
No, because
that is phenomenal.
With the teteam he's going to, Kyrie, it should be easier. Davis. I'm not rolling, bro. With the team he's going to, it should be easier for him to do more than 15, 5, and 4.
I mean, I just threw.
Okay. What do you expect him to do based on what the
number out there just for to bolster the argument?
You talking about me?
No. What would be a successful season individually for him? I don't even want to go the team route. What would be a successful individual season based on what the hype is going into? Not your own personal opinion.
Yeah, bro. For with all of the hype, bro. If he's not 28 and 4 or 5, it's a failure.
So he needs 28 and 5 for you in order to be.
You need to be 20
a successful
points,
individual season.
He needs to be 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4, 5, or 6.
Which
with a block, with 2.5 stops.
Which I think I could think he could do that, by the way, but I don't think that if he falls short of all of them, let's say not even 15, let's say
if he 19 if he 19 if he 19 7 and 4, you still in the ballpark.
That's rookie of the year, bro.
I'm not
He's rookie of the year with that.
Tripping it. But again,
but see, I don't think that's what I'm saying. It's rookie. Basically, what I'm saying is he at this point now where is rookie of the year even matter? That should be a given, right? Like he got to win rounds, right? Like on his rookie deal, he got to win rounds, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Theoretically.
Bro, they told LeBron before he played a game, if that nigga wasn't a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, he was a failure. So if this nigga don't get around or they don't make the playoffs, then it got to be the same shit if you talk about a generational talent, bro. And that's what I'm saying, bro. We throw this shit around so loosely that we setting these niggas up for failure and unnecessary scrutiny.
So can we call Wemby a failure even though he's only 21?
Absolutely, bro.
No, listen. You know I'm on board with it, but I'm just saying it as a number one.
No. Why is Wemby a failure right now,
bro? You know me, bro. We got to keep the playing field even, bro. If he's
the best player in the league, best defensive player, all this bullshit,
he's the greatest prospect ever. He's going to be a top 10 player in the second year, and you ain't get shit.
So incremental improvement, like don't mean shit, y'all. Everybody's just supposed to jump straight through the stratosphere.
No. Bro, I'm not speaking in general. What I'm saying is, when the start of this season comes up.
Yeah.
The CBS gonna have their top 100. The ESPN gonna have their top 100. Sports Illustrated is at third. I believe Wemby gonna be top 12 in all of their lists at 21 years old.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that allow us to say, all right, bro. Anything less than goddamn end of April, nigga, you failed.
No. Now,
or is he still 21?
Now going forward, I could now. And if we having this conversation next year, and the Spurs are still a lottery team, now I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm with you with Wemby type shit. But like that's what I said. Like right now, like what the fuck are y'all expecting?
No, remember because last year he was on pace to make All NBA and win Defensive Player of the Year, according to the expert.
Yeah, and then the bullshit happened.
No, listen. We ain't asking if it's fair or not.
All I'm saying is that we got to be realistic.
If he would have played the year out last year and won Defensive Player of the Year on a team that didn't make the playoffs, just in the third, could we call him a failure and all this shit?
No.
Yes. Bro.
Why? Because he's 20.
I vividly remember I was the only one who had the Spurs squarely in the field. Nobody else thought the Spurs was gonna make the playoffs.
And before he got hurt, bro, he was ranked number 11 in the ESPN joint last year.
No,
right. That's what I'm saying.
But nobody had expectations on the Spurs as a team. So why would you expect for him to lead that team?
Why is he ranked so high if nothing is expecting that to happen? Why is he ranked so high if nothing is expecting of him?
Right, bro. You can't tell me that
not expecting. You expecting it of him. Like it's not like the Spurs. So if you fucking watch
that's my point. But that's my point, bro. If you top 15, you supposed to be one. There shouldn't be no questions about whether or not your team is going to be in the playoffs if you're a top 15 guy.
There shouldn't be no question.
That shouldn't be a question, bro. If you're going to make the playoffs, you have a top 15 guy.
Y'all be killing me with this theoretical shit. Life
no, it's not.
It's not theoretical.
It's not theoretical.
Y'all always making theoretical statements, and in theory,
that's not a theoretical. That's not a theoretical
doesn't work like that all the time, but we know it. We know it don't always work like that. Because we know in a game where like specifically for him and his team, they caught like some real bad breaks, bro. And people just want to act like that shit didn't happen.
He shouldn't have been
you're telling us what happened. We don't need a recap. Yes. I'm saying
because we know
what I'm saying. Listen. What I'm saying is okay. Going into the season, he considered one of the best players in the world. He should be expected to make the playoffs. Correct?
I mean, I guess you could say that. But we all know that only 8 teams in that loaded ass conference is gonna make it. It's gonna be a really good player that don't make the playoffs, bro.
I know. We're not disagreeing on that. What I'm saying is, whichever one of them don't, you failed that year. Can he be included in that conversation
next year? Not right now. Not right. I think it's
rolling.
I think the failure shit is a little. All I'm saying is I think it's a little premature.
And shit
like that. Because I don't like to throw the word failure around. Like, I think people just throw that shit out. Like
we have more expectations. We have more expectations on a nigga that was 40 in year 22 than we should have on a nigga that's 21 and it's supposed to be the greatest. That's not in general, bro. That's real shit, bro.
No, I
didn't be the basis for all of my arguments, bro. Like
I was realistic with
logic, bro.
I mean, me specific. That's why I said
expectations we have on other niggas, bro. We
so
all these caveats.
For example, just take Memphis and Spurs. I'm just gonna use this example because Ja Morant be missing half the season. Mm-hmm. Jared Jackson Jr. should be coming up with a better record than Wemby, correct?
If they playing the same amount of games, you wouldn't think today he would be coming up with. He would have a better record. Like he would lead a team to a better record than Wemby.
So if that was to happen, is that not a failure on Wemby?
No, just because you think in theory that shouldn't happen, because the shit has to play out. In theory, all right, I'm gonna take this. In theory, the Pacers ain't better than the fucking Knicks. They not better than the Knicks, and we all expect for the
Knicks. The Knicks failed.
But hold on, listen to what I'm saying.
That's the part. That's the part. What happened when we don't argue? I'm talking about after the fact that it happens. What are we calling it?
Okay, what I think the discrepancy is what we saying is our definition of failure. I just don't think everything is a flat out failure. What
are you calling it then?
Because
everything can't be growth.
But I'm not saying everything can't be growth, but everything is not a failure neither. We got to meet somewhere in the middle, bro. You can't be expecting a 19-year-old who didn't. And you said the shit. You ain't played over 60 games, type shit. So now you expect.
Okay, but part of you being the franchise guy
in the playoffs. What the fuck?
Ain't that part of you being the franchise guy? Preparing yourself to go all 82?
Yeah, but
ain't that part of the job?
Okay, so where do the growth come in? There's no room for it. You just got to jump to the No.
Listen. I'm talking about players that are considered a top dude at that age.
Yeah, but even if you consider the top dude, that don't mean that you can't grow.
But even outside of that, it goes back to my fucking point. We have to stop fucking throwing these labels around if we not gonna hold these niggas to them fucking labels, bro. We gotta have a fucking standard. And if we not gonna hold the niggas to the standard, stop throwing the labels around. If you're a generational talent,
you're not be that nigga, and you going to a team that winning. Our kids is gonna have kids the next time we see a nigga.
Bro, if the nigga Cooper Flag is a generational talent, and he's going to a team that was 39 and 43 and barely missed the play in, then you should be expected to lift them niggas to the playoffs, flat out, no doubt.
I think we all think that healthy Dallas is going to the playoffs.
With Wemby, if you're supposed to be the greatest prospect of all time, and you supposed to be this juggernaut, and niggas have you ranked number 11 in year 2, it shouldn't be out of the realm, or it shouldn't be crazy for us to say you should elevate that team to. That shouldn't be crazy, bro.
I said this, and people thought I was crazy. Bro, remember, I had him as the 5 coming into the season. I was one of the only people who
so now that it didn't happen, what is Maul calling it? Now that it didn't happen,
especially ain't on failure because the main guy that was supposed to lead this got shut down.
Right, but before you got shut down, you wasn't nowhere near that spot. Nowhere near that spot.
We know what happened. We know what happened. We're not disagreeing on what happened. What we're saying is, what do you call it now that it has happened?
I don't know.
What are you calling it?
I'm not calling it a failure. This is a bad season.
What are you calling it? I'm asking. What are you calling it?
This is a failure is like strong, bro. It's just a
fuck. So what do you call it?
That's what it goes. So
honestly, what do you call it?
I'm not.
So what does Maul call a team that he expected to be a 5th seed that ended up being goddamn 14, 13? What do you call it?
That could disappointment. That's the word I would use. Disappointment and failure is 2 different things. Disappointment.
So it'd be a disappointment for you.
Yeah.
So that is okay. So after the Edwards is 22, 23. Okay. Is he expected now to be a champion? Or are we still saying, hey man, we gotta wait to your prime, we gotta let it grow? We're waiting on growth.
Nah, listen, man. I'm not thinking about that. I'm looking at the roster as a whole. If he's on a team that's good, he's on a championship roster. I expect
2
for him.
back-to-back conference finals. That's not a contender.
I didn't say he was on a contender. I said if he's on a champion. Right now, I don't give a fuck where you make it in. I don't think that's a championship roster. Just like we said about the Pacers. We're not a lot of we didn't think that
that's your personal opinion. I'm talking about you can't mix facts with your opinion. If you make the conference finals, how are you not a championship worthy when you're a round away from the title?
I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying that looking at it before it happened, we didn't look at that team that made the finals as a championship roster, and they was 48 games away. All I'm saying,
our opinion is our opinion.
Look at
now that it played out.
Yeah, if you look at what Anthony Edwards is doing, and if you look me specifically, if I look at his team and I say, okay, this is a championship roster he's working with. If you come to play, if you do your job, y'all could be the champs. That's like, but if like you could be a championship caliber type player, not on a championship roster, I'm not expecting.
Hey, bro, you tap dancing with semantics
type
crazy right
like,
now.
Why would I expect for a guy like
because
Giannis?
You talking about before
Giannis is not on a championship roster, bro. I don't expect Giannis to win a championship. I'm not saying they don't win the title.
Time out. So you're telling me so then again, we always end up tying back to shit that y'all be yelling at me and saying I'm wilding for. So now Giannis ain't on the championship contending team, but we gonna penalize the nigga and say he ain't the second best player in the world no more because he lost.
I'm not.
No. See, he don't penalize like I do. He don't penalize like I do. That's why I'm asking him. What do you call this?
But he
said, make back-to-back conference finals.
But he just said, he's one of the niggas that also said
hold on.
Is no longer number 2, the second best player in the league.
Bonds, yes or no? Milwaukee Bucks got a championship roster right now. Now. Okay.
And
so if Giannis don't win a championship, are you gonna be calling him a failure?
Yes.
Why? You don't expect
because you still the second best player in the league
to win the title.
Because you still the second best player in the league, bro.
It's the same. Is not good enough to win a championship. Right. Why is it a failure if he don't win a championship?
This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
It may not be his
fault. If he loses to anybody, in the playoff next year, other than Cleveland and New York, it's a failure, bro. Straight off. He can't go on the best of stats against Detroit Pistons and lose that motherfucker. And I say it's fine. It's not.
Hey, and AI says disappointment and failure are closely related.
They are related.
Disappointment is so it's the same shit, bro.
Cousin of death, nigga.
It's the same shit, bro.
Sleep is the cousin of death. We're the same thing. There you closely related.
You said the nigga was gonna finish. You said the nigga was gonna be number 5 before his season shut down.
But it's a big difference. Just like the big disappointment and failure.
They
related, but it's a huge difference, bro.
Hey, bro.
Okay. So Luka, for example, is Luka in a situation where if he don't win a title, it's a failure? Or is he still only 26?
No.
Was last season a failure for Luka?
Or that's just a disappointment?
Honestly, after probably about a month of watching them, I thought that they was gonna win the title, so I would say that it's a failure. Because I actually thought that the Lakers could win the championship.
So this is based on if you think it can happen, not based on where a player is at his career and the status of a player.
Because you got to be realistic about like what you playing. Like just because you that good, like don't mean that you guaranteed to win a championship.
No, I ain't saying you guaranteed.
I'm guaranteed to have the chance to do it. Like, and that's why I use the Giannis as an example. Giannis is as good as you gonna get for a player that is not on the championship roster right now. That's like hands down not on the championship roster. Nobody thinks that the Bucks can win a title, but we all know that Giannis is good enough to win a title with. That's why I use him as an example. So because we know the Bucks ain't win a title, we're gonna say when they don't win it, it's a failure. We all knew they weren't gonna win the shit.
Nah, this is what I'm gonna say. With no Tatum and no Holly, they get you a guy, and he ain't even gotta be top notch.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, better come out that motherfucker. Bro.
They not winning that shit, and I'm not going to come out when they don't win.
You better come out. This is what I know. Don't let Kay Cunningham win around and you don't. Goddamn it, it's a knock on you, bro, my guy. It's a knock on you, my guy. It just is. I ain't saying it's fair. It ain't fair.
It ain't fair at all. That's some bullshit.
It ain't fair. So right if you want fairness, motherfucker,
the standard is a standard, bro. We got
it ain't fair.
Bullshit, and y'all know it, bro. Because y'all put expectations on him, bro, just because of how great he is, knowing that this is not fucking tennis.
Again, bro.
Knowing that this ain't golf.
I go back to the same shit I always say, bro. LeBron James is the best case study in the fucking world. Hey man, my nigga wasn't favored in any of them finals losses but one. But all we hear is the nigga's 4-6. Don't nobody give a fuck about what happened.
Man, realistically,
nigga's
bro.
4-6. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we can't pick and choose. We can't pick and choose when that shit is what it is, bro. That's why I say, bro, either this shit, the critiques is either fair or we gotta say it's some bullshit. That's why I said
it's a generalization, because it's like even with LeBron, I only think he didn't really fail in 2014. We won't as good as San Antonio, bro. We just won't. He failed in 11. Other than that, none of them was fucking failures, bro. None of them final losses was failures.
I'm not even going to the stream of the title. I'm looking at a guy like Banchero, and I'm saying, okay, they got your bang. Suggs is back. Wagner is there. Mm-hmm. Is it a failure? He don't win around.
That's a failure to not like.
Yes,
I'm asking. You don't make the playoff 2 years in a row. You're one of the best players in the motherfucking league. Is it a failure?
Okay, no. We're not talking about championship. Winning around with knowing that. All right, Banchero. Now you got to take a next step. I would say that would be a failure. Banchero didn't win a round. If Banchero didn't just get to the second round.
So let's say Bam Adebayo and Hero versus Wagner and Banchero. Y'all got vets. Y'all got guys that've been to the finals before. Just that the third, yada, yada, yada. They should be expected to be as good as Orlando.
Yeah, because Orlando's better than us. They are.
They got a better duo than Hero and Bam. So Banchero is better than Bam?
No.
And Wagner's better than Hero?
You could argue that.
Okay, so what's the problem? Don't y'all got the best coach in the league?
You be killing me with this shit, man. You know that.
Bro.
It's never that black and white. If it was that black and white, bro, y'all would have beat the Pacers.
Listen. And what do Courtney say? What do Courtney say every time that we lose to the motherfuckers?
We fail.
We fail. So you argue with the wrong guy. I say this every time.
Yeah, you do.
And when if they walk past me right now, I tell them to their face, no, nigga, y'all ain't shit. You fucked up. And guess who believe me? The front office. That's why Tim ain't got a job right now. This is a real thing, bro. This ain't fair, bro. I ain't trying to say it is. I'm not trying to act like it is. But I'm just saying, if you Miami, you don't expect to be as good as Orlando with the duo that you have.
I don't think we're gonna be as good as Orlando this year. No, I don't.
So that's not a failure to you, considering that you got two vet guys, one of the best coach argument in Eastern Conference.
Seeing our roster?
I'm saying it. Your 3-8 ain't no different than Orlando.
You seen the rest of the team, bro? You focus on a top duo. Like, do you know that's not all you need?
He said 3. He asked you if your 3-8 was better than Orlando's.
No, is it any worse than Orlando?
Yes, it is worse than Orlando's. Yes.
So Carter Jr. is that much better than where?
From a talent standpoint?
No.
Yes, no, I'm talking.
Bro, you just told me Kniffle and LaMelo Ball.
I'm talking about 3-8 as a whole. You see what I'm saying? I'm not talking about Carter and Ware. I'm talking about 3-8 as a whole.
But that's what he asked you, though. He asked you.
That's what I'm asking. Where is Carter?
Oh no, I think Ware is potentially more talented than Carter. But
okay, so Mitchell and Suggs ain't the same guy in the sense of defensive guy. Play offense. I think Suggs is better than Mitchell, but they're essentially the same guy though. How they got to play though, right?
In theory, but Mitchell is 6 feet. Like, you know what I mean? Suggs is better than him, bro. Just a better version.
But Anthony Black better than Terry Rozier. They ain't the same guy. Both ass.
Yes, he's better than him. Yes, he's better than Terry Rozier. Yes,
bro, they both garbage.
I'd rather have the garbage with all the hair on his head than the shit we got right now that we traded the first round pick for.
Oh man,
I watch Terry Rozier every game.
Jet Howard better than Hawkins?
I watched Jaime Hawkins every game, bro. Give me Jet Howard. I roll the dice with him at this point.
This the fan and you've tired of them niggas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let it go.
You just told me Jaime
night in, night out, bro.
Jaime was a no inclusion for Dame.
Bro, I didn't say that. I never said that. But I also watched his entire second. I also watched every fucking game of Jaime Hawkins' second year too, right after the rookie year.
I'm not saying you're a liar, but what I'm saying is you didn't see none of Jet Howard because Jet Howard couldn't get on the floor.
Give me
Like
Jet.
literally couldn't get on the floor.
Every goddamn game. How many?
And Highsmith. I'm talking about. Is it Highsmith or Highsmith?
Haywood Highsmith.
Highsmith and Caleb Houston. You ain't telling me Caleb Houston better than Highsmith. They're the same bum ass motherfucker.
And Haywood Highsmith is a solid rotation piece. I'll take him.
Like I don't think that the difference is that to me this is about Bam and Banchero and Hero and Wack. If you Miami and you're a fan of Miami, you should think you would just go to Orlando to me.
I thought we was until we lost Jimmy. I had a lot of faith in Tyler as like and Bam like taking that next step and shit. And then I watched them in the playoffs. And give me what Orlando got. I hear what y'all saying, bro, but y'all gotta understand me. I watch these guys, and I like you said, the fan of me is sick of these motherfuckers.
You sick of man. I can hear it in your voice. You sick of them,
I'm sick of them, bro.
I look at shit like Trey Young, and Jalen Johnson as a duo is trying to make the playoffs and do their thing. Hero and Bam should be able to fuck with that.
In theory. And then Tyler gonna show up in the playoffs. And after being 24 a night all year. And
so they played each other in a round. If they played each other in a round in a series, and Miami loses to Atlanta, that's not a failure to you. That just
it wouldn't shock me, no. It wouldn't. I'm gonna still be rooting for Miami and type shit, but
that would just be a disappointment for you.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed because we lost, but I would honestly be expecting us to lose to Orlando. I would.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the last point. I know we about to end the show. Yeah. So I'm gonna use Houston. Ahmed Thompson. Now that he's only 21. Should we expect him to be and Sengun is only 22? Because they 22 and 21. Should we expect Houston to be able to win a title? Or do we say they 22 and 21 and we can't expect that?
I don't really I don't say that you can't do it because of the age, but like people acting like the age don't matter and something.
I'm saying. I'm asking you as the caliber player you've seen them play as. Ahmed Thompson and Sengun. I'm talking about two specific players that Kevin Durant went to go join. Yeah. Is it fair to say that he needs to take them to the title or he cannot do this because they 22 and 21 years old?
No, he can.
Or do we call them both top 30, 40 guys in the league and the top 10 guys join them? Or do we not say that because they 22 and 21?
Champion in NBA history just like breezed through the season. So the age thing is you can't even use that as an excuse no more.
So Houston should be expected to win the title.
Yeah.
So if they do not, what do you just call that a disappointment?
Houston, Houston got championship aspirations. So, like, they're in a different window.
Okay, so is that a championship roster to you then? Because that's the question
you use. Yeah.
So championship roster to you.
I think that is a championship roster, yes. Houston got a championship roster.
So is Denver a championship roster?
No.
So if they played Denver and lost to Denver, that is what?
That would be... If they lost to Denver, that would be a failure.
Okay.
They lost to Denver, that would be a failure.
Okay, I just want to catch them.
All right, man. I want to thank everybody for locking in. We want to
Cooper Flag hands down on Rookie of the Year, right?
Cooper Flag. Oh yeah, I got Cooper Flag.
Can we talk about the draft? He hands down Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Who the other four guys you got on the first rookie team?
Malawatch. No, I'll take Malawatch back. Conker Nipple. VJ Edgecombe.
I don't think that nigga playing like that.
No, he gonna play. He gonna play. He got some special he got.
Who the other two you got?
Shit. I'm trying to go outside the box. I'm trying to think outside the box, like with I don't know, man.
He probably is gonna make it because. Bro, the rest of it's ass, bro.
Oh no, I ain't even. I literally have not thought about all rookie team. Have you thought about it? I ain't thought about it yet. I thought about who would win rookie of the year.
No, I ain't thought about it. I just asked because we talk about the draft. So I figured. I'm top of the head. I do Walter Clayton because I think Walter Clayton will get on the floor because of shooting spacing. Ace Bailey because they're gonna make good by him. So he's gonna get all the shot attempts he can get. He's going to be more of a number so high, you just got to put somebody on his 5 guys. Flag, so they give you 3. I actually ain't mad at you at the Knuckle pick because Brandon Miller going to fuck around and get something of LaMelo. So them 4. Then my 5th guy, I'm going to say Drake Powell or the Nets?
I was gonna say Nolan Traore of the Nets.
I'm gonna say Drake Powell.
I'm gonna have Traore.
I'm gonna say Drake Powell.
Traore, Flag, VJ Edgecombe.
I'm gonna say Drake Powell. And I don't even think Powell worth a damn, but I think they're gonna trade Cam Johnson, and then he's just gonna get accidental minutes and show enough glimpses.
Not
8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and play hard and do a couple of dives with his knee pads on, and then get the fifth spot. Fuck it, Drake Powell. Drake Powell. 919, bitch. Fuck it.
So you banking on somebody in Philly being hurt
for VJ. Yeah, McClain, and they gotta be for VJ.
What McCain will be back. I'm not sure how. Like, I don't know how the extent of like his timetable, but Philly a fucking mess. VJ getting on the floor, bro.
So he getting on there.
Yeah, VJ is getting on the floor.
He like the only nigga to cry too.
No,
we need more people making the NBA.
A lot of people cry, bro. Like really, a lot of people.
They cry like him though. He had like snot crying. Yeah, they won't cry like him.
No, come on, Malawatch cried like that. His whole family was crying.
Yeah, no, those these guys.
Those guys. Like, we got rich guys making the NBA.
Yeah, ISIS
they appreciate it from a whole different perspective.
Yeah, bro. We need more crying days. We need more hood guys making the NBA, man. It's not.
Word up.
It wasn't enough emotion for me, man.
Them days are over, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't enough crying for me, man.
We talk about
everybody son making
the
NBA
from the fourth grade.
I need more of that hood feel.
And Liam McNeely cried. Liam McNeely, and he went 29th.
Yeah, he cried. It wasn't the same, bro. Like a single tear down the cheek ain't what we talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about that Mama made it shit. Like yeah,
that shit, bro.
Like yeah. We need to bring that back, man. Like no hood
it ain't no bringing it back, bro. Ain't no hood niggas. That's why the league is so trash right now, bro.
Everybody privileged, man.
Yeah, we need more of that thugs making the league feel, man. But yeah, we got no snot crying, man. Too many mamas look good and shit.
Hey,
they got gyms in their house, Pelotons and shit.
We're literally the last of a dying breed, bro. Literally.
We need to go back to the fat arm in the kitchen at the church arms and shit. We need them mamas to be back and getting their kids in the league, man.
That over, bro.
Yeah, these mamas, man, is on the smash list. Goddamn shit, like the fuck. They got Pelotons at the house and shit. Like,
listen, like I was telling my old lady, bro, you know how mad I would be if I was Dylan Harper and I got drafted and all everybody was talking about was how my mama looked, bro. All everybody want to talk about is how my mama looked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because nobody watched Rutgers play, so he fine. I mean, the fuck you talking about?
Crazy, bro.
And he wearing number 2, and that was Kawhi shit.
Yeah. Spurs, man.
Yeah,
shit, man. But it is.
I thought they were gonna retire shit, but I guess not.
Nope. All right, we'll wrap it on this, man. I want to thank everybody for locking in. Y'all make sure that y'all can follow the Pods Pro and Pod on TikTok, Professional Amateurs Podcast on Instagram, Professional Amateurs 919 on YouTube. If, like I said in the beginning of the show, if you would like to find us on YouTube, y'all got anything else to say before we cut out?
Yeah, man, real quick, man. We having a wrong conversation in regards to shortening the season and his Achilles tear. Like, this shit is deeper than that. You talking about these top 10, top 25 national teams playing 30, 35, 40 games in the high school season. Mm-hmm. These top flight AAU programs playing 30 to 40 games in AAU, and they play fall league, which is another 10 to 20 games. So you're talking about 70 games each year in high school. That's before we even talk about all of the AAU games they playing in middle school and elementary as well. So these niggas have miles on their body before they even get to the NBA. So no, shortening the NBA season ain't the answer. These niggas is playing one sport 12 months in a year, and they playing a whole bunch of games before they make it to the league.
There's nothing you can do to like circumvent injuries, bro. Like, that's just a part of the game. I don't even know why people even trying to make this like.
It is because you think again, bro. This stuff wasn't happening on a regular basis 15, 20 years ago.
People weren't running as fast and jumping as high as they was 15.
But we wasn't playing as many games, and we were multi-sport athletes all through high school.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
a difference, bro. That shit matters.
But so, all right, man.
Yeah, that was it for me.
All right, Courtney, you got anything you want to say?
My Achilles is out, man. I can't say nothing. I'm down. Long time.
All right, man. Thank you, everybody, one more time for locking in with y'all. We catch y'all next time, man. We out.
Season 3 from the parameter. It feel good to be an amateur. Jamal and Courtney co-manager. I go against the odds, I'm a gambler. If you know me, you know I keep it professional. Every time I do it, it feel like a spectacle. Turn my back on my city, it's unacceptable. Yeah, I'm an amateur, but don't forget professional. Aye. Amateur, but I play it like a pro. 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 Do it big like G54.